decades I read books and went through all the books and literatures and various different things. Started to learn little tricks in life to simplify my life, and oh, that's where I'm making a mistake. Oh, that's what that is. I could probably stop doing that, and I'd slowly but surely stop doing it. It'd take me quite a while. The habits are very hard to change. And life started to slowly get better and better. I was in relationships that forced me to be quieter and not say much and surrender. And slowly but surely it started to make sense. Oh, if I let go, things get better. Things get easier. Then I studied and studied and studied, and eventually, that's when the time was right, I found a teacher, a live teacher. I had many teachers, of course, over the years through books and whatever else. And then teachers I were unaware were there the whole time. And then I found a live physical teacher also. And that's when the game really changed. That's when it all came together extremely rapidly. And my intent went through the roof as I finally saw how you can live. I finally met somebody that all these thoughts that I didn't share with anybody and kept quiet to myself, he would say out loud, and they were accurate, or a lot of them. There was some mistakes in there. But I was no longer abnormal and weird. I was suddenly in a room with somebody that actually I was agreeing with. And it was like a huge weight was taken off my shoulders. I was no longer half crazy. So I didn't have anyone around me really that was into this at any level. Once the languages was sorted out, he was from non-dual traditions, a little bit in the shamanic, and I was from Mesoamerican tradition. So that once I worked the languaging out, it was the same thing. The most important thing, of course, was the energy, the space that was there. That's the most important thing. Words are second. In fact, ideally there'd be no words and we wouldn't have many problems at all. But we'd be living a lot more primitively. But we've got lost in the words, you see. We've got lost in language. We've got lost in concepts. We've got lost in views, sheaths. And we pick a sheath and we stick to it for a while until it gets boring, and we move to another sheath and we move to another. It's like we move from energetic home to energetic home thinking, this is it, this is it, this is it. There's a better one there, I'll move there now. And none of them are legitimate. They're all just ignorance. So this is a very difficult thing to do, to go against your habits, because your habits are a large part of what's enslaved you as a compressed being, a compressed imaginary being that has no center and does not exist. And then on top of that, instead of just being in the world, it says, I need to go get a drink now, instead of you just going and getting a drink. And then it might go, shall I have a coffee or a tea? And then it'll debate a coffee or a tea and all the health benefits of coffee over tea and what time of day it is. And on it goes, and there'll be an internal argument as if there's two beings there and there was not even one to begin with. And this is normal. It's normal until you put a loudspeaker broadcasting everybody's thoughts. Then it's very abnormal, isn't it? The only difference is it's not being heard by others. Between insane and normal. It's a very fine line. But because everybody else is doing it, and we saw our parents doing it when we were young, and we started playing with our toys and talking one soldier to the other or one doll to the other, having little dialogues between the toys and or the toys talking to itself, then at some point we started internalizing such things. We created an internal dialogue which most often turns into a inner critic of not being good enough or needing more. And then becomes an analyst of the world, a judge, then a victim. Then it can become a rebel, become a princess, it can become a prostitute, selling out all the time. Or it become a white knight saviour with some information that's gathered and some beliefs that's collected. And go save everybody else from their stillness or their beliefs. This isn't life, it's not living. So I'm hinting here to muster all your courage, all your strength, start breaking your habits, start turning around and looking at them all, investigate them all. It's extremely rare, extremely rare for somebody to come in front of a teacher and just wake up. But so many people are waiting for that. The work has to be done. Any honest teacher will say it.
Please like or subscribe if you found value. Meet Rohan via rohan.life.